What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It's Dan here from Cryonoir. Welcome to my game making journey part 25. Before we go any further, I would just like to point out a momentous occasion. Something happened. Boom! We hit 200 subscribers! 200 subscribers! That's fucking amazing. Thank you very much, guys. It has to be said. It's pretty cool. I'm totally happy about that. It's taken about 2.5 years to get there, but we've done it. 200 subscribers. That means that at some point, 200 individual people have watched one of my videos and gone, yeah, I'll watch some more of him stuff. So that's just fucking awesome. So thank you very much, guys. Every single person that hit that subscribe button, thank you very much. It really does mean the world to me, and it's good. Here's to the next 200, I guess. So I guess without further ado, let's crack on with my with part 25 of my game making journey. After completing Jonathan Weinberger's Udemy tutorial, I was feeling pretty good about Unity. I really like the way it integrates Visual Studios and its overall ease of use. I do wish I could use a dark theme without having to upgrade to Pro, but other than that, I have no major complaints. I was, however, in need of the next step. Did I start another Unity tutorial and keep up the momentum, or should I make a start with 3D modelling? One of the big advantages of working in 2D is that to create assets for your own projects, all you need to do is to be able to draw with a computer, and you're 3/4 of the way there. I'd spent several years practicing pixel art, and I got to the stage where I could make a decent stab at it. Coding in C# was not hugely different from GML, so I was making good progress in Unity. 3D modelling, on the other hand, is a world away from pixel art. It would make sense to make a start on 3D modelling, as to my mind, that's going to be the longest journey, but I didn't want to lose the momentum I'd gotten with Unity. What to do? Luckily, Udemy answered the question for me. The other course that I'd almost bought when I started Jonathan's course had just come on sale. I figured I should really get comfortable with Unity before trying to add another skill into the mix. Funnily enough, this course is also taught by Ben Tristran, who did the Blender course I'd started way back at the beginning of my game making journey. This time he was joined by Rick Davidson, and the course looked slightly more in depth than Jonathan's. The only real reason I'd picked Jonathan's course over this one was because it had been backed by Unity. Step 1 was a general introduction to the engine, as you'd expect. To get us acquainted with blocking out in Unity, first we had to create a very basic block model car, which we then turned into a prefab. Next we created a street lamp to create a very basic street scene. It has to be said, Unreal makes the blocking out stage look a whole lot better, but that might just be the copious amounts of post-processing that Unreal does just as a baseline. At this point we were given an option. The next section was not so heavily focused on Unity as such, but more focused on C# as a language. I did contemplate skipping this section, as I already felt like I had a basic grasp of C#, but I figured I might as well do it. Even if I didn't learn anything new, it's always good practice to cement knowledge in grey matter. The goal of this section was to make a faux hacking/anagram game, and step 1 was to import all of the assets for the game. This consisted of a basic terminal with a script that took whatever the player wrote on the keyboard and wrote it to the screen. Next we were shown how to get the console to print pre-written lines of text to the screen, which we would use to create a basic menu for the game. This was then added to with a few lines of code in response to certain player inputs, such as if the player typed 007, it would call them Mr. Bond, and if the player wrote gibberish, it would call them a dumbass. The next section focused on setting up the game states, so that the game would start in a main menu, but would then change to a password input state once the level was selected. We then set up an array containing potential passwords for each of the levels, using the words that were associated to the different groups the player was trying to hack into. All that was left after that was to set up each level with its own individual screen, randomise the password selection, add some ASCII art as a win state, and an anagram for each password as a prompt for the player, and we were done. All in all, this was a very strong intro to the course. I can't say I learnt a huge amount from the text game after completing the previous tutorial, however, I really like Ben's teaching style. He's really good at explaining concepts and has really boosted my conceptual understanding, not only of C#, but in code in general. Why is it with me liking teachers called Ben? The level of additional support is fantastic too. Not only is there a Discord, but there are these really cool hangout sections where Ben and Rick discuss questions that have been brought up by other pupils and just generally chat about the course topics. I was a bit skeptical at first, but I gotta say, I really enjoy them. I just like sitting back with a drink and a vape and just chilling while people talk about coding concepts. But then I am a bit weird. I gotta say though, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into the next section. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. I think this will probably turn out to be quite a short one because I wanted to kind of get the introduction sort of in place and done before I got into the next ones, because the next three games that you make seem to be a lot more sort of in-depth and larger, and I didn't really want to get to the end of this one and then also start the next one and then to find that, you know, it was going to make the video sort of 20 minutes long or whatever. So I just thought if I can cut it there, then I can go into the next video with the next game completely fresh. But these the games that you're making, they definitely look really good, so stick around with the next one. Thank you very much guys for all 200 of you who subscribed so far. It legitimately really does mean the world to me. The channel is still growing. It's growing very slowly, but that's good, that's fine. I would much rather have long and steady growth than rocket and then nosedive. Which ties in nicely to the next game actually, because that's kind of the game sort of game I'm going to be making. But anyway, as I said, thank you very much guys. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for me. That would be marvellous. As you can see, this is part 25, so there's an awful lot of game making journey videos. So if you like this one, then you probably will like all of the others, so you know, feel free to binge watch it. Thank you very much guys. Take it easy. I'll see you all very soon. See you later now. Bye bye.